Cambridgeshire Constabulary didn't harass Tommy Robinson when officers asked him to leave a pub, a county court judge has ruled. The former EDL leader, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, took the force to court after he was told to leave a pub following a family trip to see Luton Town play Cambridge United. The 36-year-old was at the pub with his children in August 2016 when a dispersal order was used. He told Peterborough County Court he felt he was targeted by police because of my beliefs, but an officer on duty that day said Mr. Yaxley Lennon was among a group of Luton fans in the pub who were identified by police as risk supporters. But Judge H.H.J. Walden-Smith today ruled, I cannot accept that the complaint made by Mr. Lennon, which what happened on the 27th of August, satisfies that it was on 2 occasions. This was one event. It started upstairs of the pub and continued outside to the end of Regent Terrace. The police were ensuring he had left the premises and was on his way to the railway station. This is not an issue if this was 2 actions but a statutory test, and on any normal reading plainly there are not 2 separate occasions. She continues, this claim for harassment in my judgment must fail. A supporter of Robinson's walked out of the public gallery when the verdict was being read. After the verdict, Robinson asked if he could address the court, but was told that he could not except through his counsel. He did stand up and address the court at this point, saying he felt it was an unfair ruling. He has confirmed he will appeal the judge's ruling, which he has 7 days to do. He has 14 days to pay the costs of £20,000. Speaking outside the court, the Luton Town FC said, I will appeal this and I will continue to fight it. How anyone can watch that video and defend the police actions on that day is beyond me. It's unbelievable. But Cambridgeshire Police said in a statement after the ruling, following a 4-day hearing at Peterborough County Court, Her Honour Judge Walden-Smith has not upheld claims of harassment, direct discrimination, breach of human rights, namely right to family life, right to freedom of conscience or religion and freedom of expression, humiliation, stress and anxiety caused by the actions of Cambridgeshire police officers and Cambridgeshire Police. We acknowledge the judge's findings and appreciate the cooperation of those involved in this case. Earlier Cambridgeshire Live reported that Mr. Yaxley Lennon said in evidence, I feel I was approached and targeted by police because of my beliefs. I felt that I was just ejected from the city. He said he found the incident humiliating and degrading and that his children were crying as they were followed by officers to the railway station. But Sergeant Paul Street said he didn't know who Robinson was and thought he was with Luton fans who might cause trouble. This afternoon, after a 4-day hearing, HHJ Walden-Smith ruled that the force did not harass him. She said she was satisfied that Robinson was a risk-based supporter. She said, Mr. Lennon's complaint was that he had done nothing wrong and that he didn't need to be moved on, that he was being singled out and moved on because of who he is. That is not in my judgment is the case. Mr. Lennon is not as well known as he or his supporters might think. While Inspector Johnson knew who Mr. Lennon was from policing EDL marches and in the news, those are separate matters to the football match. The concern with respect to Mr. Lennon was heightened when he was in the pub alongside other risk supporters. Sergeant Street in the pub was acting on information he had received from the Luton supporters, acting on that he was a risk supporter with other risk supporters. I am satisfied that Mr. Lennon was a risk-based supporter and that evidence is supported by PC Mason. A spokeswoman for the force said, following a 4-day hearing at Peterborough County Court, Her Honour Judge Walden-Smith has not upheld claims of harassment, direct discrimination, breach of human rights, namely right to family life, right to freedom of conscience or religion and freedom of expression, humiliation, stress and anxiety caused by the actions of Cambridgeshire police officers and Cambridgeshire Police. Acknowledge the judge's findings and appreciate the cooperation of those involved in this case.